it's your girl Miss Abby94 and I'm back, and I've decided today that you guys have never seen any beauty videos, any hair videos, any makeup videos from me, which is a crime clearly, and I decided today that I would bring to you guys my updated facial routine. It's not going to include any acne wash, skincare, how to take care of my skin, and none of that, just my everyday beauty face makeup routine. I'm so excited, and today I'll be using Revlon ColorStay. It's my first time using it. Usually I go for MAC or Ruby Kisses or more in the past e.l.f. But today I decided to just take a leap of faith and try Revlon. I'm so excited, so stay tuned. Okay, so I'm going to start first and foremost by moisturizing my face. You always want to put moisture into your face, make sure your skin is clean and clear and moisturized. So I'll be using Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion for my moisture. I'm just going to take a pea-size amount and I'm going to pat it and rub like you love. This will help the makeup. I don't use face primer, so this in fact will help the makeup stay put, as well as keep your skin nice and moisturized. See, I put too much on my hand. You can do some on your lips, yes. Lots of love. And I put too much, so I'm gonna wipe it off my hand. And like I said, today for my foundation, I'll be using Revlon ColorStay, and this is in 410 Cappuccio. And that's the foundation I'll be using today. It's brand new, as you can see. Grab it. Let's try it out. Hopefully it matches my skin. Okay, so you want to warm it on the back of your hand. Great, so we're going to put a little. And I'm so excited to see the consistency of this because we all know that MAC, oh, it's not coming out, come on. You all know that MAC is kind of a thicker consistency, a more foolproof coverage. And to apply, I'll be using my blending brush. This brush is actually a set that my sister bought for me from Walmart. So you want to take a little bit, you want to dab. How I put my foundation on is I dab, just like I did the moisturizer. I dab it on in all spots so it's more even. You want to get every spot. It looks like it's matching me pretty nicely. So now you want to start. This reminds me a lot of MAC. Lord, your girl looks liking this right now. But I want to dab a little more. And today I'm choosing to use concealer. So when I use concealer, I always put a little more foundation than like just a normal day wear, because concealer is so obvious and you cannot put it on a sparse face, in my opinion, of course. So it looks like I'm going to be using everything that I had on my hand with, of course, my blending brush. It's the blending brush, not a foundation brush. I use the blending brush because I like the way it applies on my skin, as you can kind of see. And I'm looking at the mirror. If I'm not looking at you guys, I'm looking at you now, but I need to see what I'm doing. So, see how that just looks. Ooh, yes. It just kind of comes off very effortless. I'm liking this. It kind of gives me the same look as MAC. Wow. And remember, always go under your chin, ladies. We don't want any lines. So like I said, just make sure everything is very even. Get underneath your eyes. Look up. Smile to yourself. How does that look? What do you guys think? First time, what do you think? Let me know. So, For me, I think I'm going to use a little more. Like I said, I like a lot. Because I'm going to be using concealer and contouring out my, not contouring, I don't think I'm going to contour for this video, but I'm going to be highlighting my eyes for my lines under my eyes. Look at this Cappucino girl. Woo! So we're good. All right, closing the Revlon. And I like it. So for my concealer, I will be using e.l.f. As I said, I'm an e.l.f. girl. I love e.l.f. Hopefully you guys can see this. It's the maximum coverage concealer and it's oil free. You can get this on their website. You can get this in a lot of not department stores. You can get it at Target, and a lot of stores are now selling e.l.f., which I love. So this is the concealer of choice, and the color is Almond. And I've been using this for like 3 years, y'all. So long. So it's been nice to me. So make sure you put some on the back of your hands to warm it up. And because I'm highlighting, I'm using a generous amount. And for my application, I'm going to be using the applicator brush from my set. So what you want to do is you want to take this, just like that, right? And you want to make, just like I did with the foundation, make 3 dots, heavy dots at that, just like that, right? And then you want to kind of get closer and make 3 other dots right underneath my eye. I do that because I feel like I have some crease lines that didn't used to be there before. And so, and then if you want a more very dramatic look, you can even bring some more out a little lower. And like I said, I'm putting on a whole lot because I want a dramatic look. So if you do not want this, you know, dramatic of a look, you don't use it that way. Don't use that much. So now I'm using my fake beauty blender. It's not the real one, y'all. It's a fake one. And it's wet. It's a little wet. I've wet it. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to dab. You don't want to rub when you put in concealer because it will crease and it will cake on and it will not be flawless. You want to dab, right? I'm going to look up. Yes. So what this is doing here is it's concealing my eye, under eye. And the Beauty Blender has it looking very blended. And okay, so now I'm going to do the other side. And just have it looking very effortless. And you don't want any white streaks under your eyes, ladies. So make sure you get under there and really dab it out. Really get to work. Right? And I like the way that looks. I still see a little bit of darkness. So again, I'll go back in, look up, put 2 dabs, get closer to your eyes, and do what, honey? Blend it out. Again, what you don't want to do is have it looking crazy. And blend it out to, you see where my ears are about to start? I would typically take it all the way out there. And this part I take my time with because I genuinely think concealer is very important and it can't look crazy. And now, this is just for the dramatics. I'm going to take some on my forehead. See, I did 3 lines, right? I'm just going to blend. And And that is just for the highlighting effect. As you can see, ladies, I'm not using a super bright concealer. I like it because this is for everyday wear. If I want a more dramatic wear, I'm going to go and use one of my lighter concealers to give a very pow effect. And now I'm just going to go down on my nose. So now for this part, because I have a wide nose, contouring doesn't do too much. So I'm going to use I'm not going to use the flat part, but the tip part. I'm going to take the concealer. You have to be very careful because you want to make sure there's a line. And make sure, I think my line is not straight, but hey. Not bad. Then you want to put it here. You see that? It gives a look of like, okay, she has a bridge. You ain't got no bridge. And now, I'll be taking my Ruby Kisses. It's a 3D face creator. This is the one I was talking about. Sometimes I use it as a foundation. I'm going to be using a flat eyeliner brush. See? And I'm going to use this tip of the part to make the contour line for the dark part. And it's not much darker than my skin. But I like the way it looks because it really does give a 3D look. And I'm going all the way outside of it, almost like it's foundation, because I think it looks good. Right? So we're doing that. So I'm going to let my nose contour set, and I'm going to do my eyebrows. So what we're going to do is I'm going to brush out my eyebrows, and they're not shaped tweezer, nothing. And you brush upward, ladies. You always want to brush your eyebrows up. And oh, I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. Eyebrow Kit. And as you can see, I love this thing because it's like used so much. But I don't use the other side. I just use the gel part. And I'm going to be taking an eyeliner brush. It's an e.l.f. $1 their everyday collection, I believe. You really want to get it into the product. Like, you really just want to get it all on that brush. Get a lot of products. And what I do with my eyebrows is I just go in and I draw a line where I want it to be. As you can see, there's a line. And then I do it like, you always want to draw it like the way your hairs grow, right? You can barely see. I'm trying. And for me, I genuinely like my shape. I don't like it too arched or too long. So just do a little bit like that. Looks kind of messy because when it looks lighter towards the end, because I don't have hair there, I just put a little more product. This is everyday wear again, ladies. This is not perfect. And then for the other one, draw the line where I want it. Fill out the ends a little more. Fill it out. And sometimes you're just like, it's not dark enough. Just put more and be patient. And I'm trying to rush this. But you can always be a lot more patient with your eyebrows, lady. They make your face. Y'all see this? Sometimes I just be wiping. So depending. So you just go in. And you see how this one looks a lot thicker than that one? So I'm gonna just go back in. On that one. You see how the ends kind of look light? And child, when them eyebrows acting up and you can't get the shape right, concealer. I take the tip again. I'm just going to trace the outline. Just on the top and the bottom underneath it. And trust me, even if I do this, even when I don't necessarily like the shape, I just kind of go over it to highlight the brow bone. And I don't mind the look. And then I use my finger to rub it out. And there you have it. Now you see my nose is still set, right? After doing all that, I already done set my nose. So today, for the first time ever, I just bought this right here is the B.E.N banana powder, or setting powder in banana. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit. I have it in a little sifting jar like this. I put a little bit on the cap. And I'm going to take my powder brush from my collection. I'm going to put a little more. And I'm going to use this to set underneath my eye. One dab, get a good amount of product on there, right? Do the crazy. Oh, yes. I gotta get it on the side too, I noticed. My first time using this powder. And I like using this big brush because it gives it that whole, like, effect. Yes. I'm gonna do the other eye. Y'all see that brightness? Ooh, yes, honey. And for the brow bone, I'm going to use the eye blending, or not brow bone, the eye blending brush from my bridge of my nose to highlight. Make sure you get a lot on there. And that, it could kind of rub it out. Rub that out. Put it here. And you see how I let that concealer set for so many minutes? It's so bright at this point. It really is getting into my pores and giving me an illuminating look. So after that, I'm going to take my blending brush and just pat to kind of decrease the of it. And go back over my forehead. Oh, I almost forgot to set my forehead. I put concealer. Wherever you put concealer, make sure you put setting powder. So can even go back with my original foundation brush and just blend out everything. Now, I, for one, like blush, so I will be using the e.l.f. contouring and blush and bronzing set. It is from their, whatever the black it means, it's their more expensive one, which is not that expensive. It's like a couple bucks on their website, and this one is in Turks and Caicos. So now I'll be using my angled blusher from my collection. It has angled. I'll be using my angled blusher, and I put a lot of product on because it doesn't really come through as much. So I like a very dramatic blush look. Always go down. It really gives a good look. Now that I have blush on and it's pretty, you want to always, even when you're not wearing eye makeup, put a little mascara. The pop of the eyelashes just does something for your face. It really just rounds out a very basic look. And for the mascara, I used Rimmel Volume Flash. And that is, and then you can top it off with a little lip gloss. And for the lip gloss, it doesn't have a brand on it, but it's LA Colors, I believe. And just a blush pink. Look at that. Matches with your blush, girl. And then usually I set my face with the e.l.f. Makeup Mist Set. I love this stuff. Love it. Oh my gosh. So you just go down. And it gives me a very, I like the whole dewy, wet, natural look. And if you still don't like the way your like highlight looks a little bit, you can come out with your blending brush and blend around your cheeks and your forehead and your chin. And that is the completed look. You guys, tell me what you think. Tell me if you like this look, if you want to see more. Thank you for coming to my channel. Thank you for seeing this demo. And right now, after using Revlon ColorStay, I'm going to give it a like 8.5 out of 10. Like, this stuff really is impressing me with the way it looks. It really, really gives MAC a run for its money. And I know I'm late on the bandwagon, but thanks anyway for showing up and showing out. And if y'all want to see any more makeup tutorials, hair tutorials, you know, style tutorials, jewelry and all that stuff, see my watch, you know, I'm trying to stun a little bit. So let me know in the comments below. I love you so much for watching. Thanks for coming back, and I'll see you next week.